Throughout the fight, Trilliax will spawn purple puddles under random players' feet. The tank should tank him by the edge of the room with DPS and healers behind him, and then tank him around the outer edge of the room. Phase 1, 2, and 4 have a tank swap ability called Arcane Slash. It deals heavy damage amongst anyone standing in front of him, so that means the tanks. The tank with Threat will get a 30-second debuff, increasing damage from following Arcane Slashes. Depending on which phase it is, depends on how many Arcane Slashes the boss does. Trilliax's first phase is called the Cleaner, which lasts 45 seconds. Toxic cakes will appear around the room, DPS should run through them to eat them. This leaves a dot on them. Ideally, a DPS shouldn't run through 2 cakes so dot damage is low, but can if need be. On Heroic, eating a piece of cake will make you stuffed, reducing movement speed by 25% and allowing you to not eat another cake within a minute. The tank swap mechanic on this phase happens 3 times, 12 seconds apart. The first tank should take 1 and the second tank should take the following 2. Second phase is the Maniac. Half of the raid will be damaged by an unavoidable move called Mana Rupture every second. 2 players will get linked with arcing bonds in this phase. Those 2 players should stay close together. 24 seconds into the phase, Trilliax will jump to the center of the room and spin around, shooting a beam of energy behind him and in front of him. Move around the room to not get hit by this, and 2 players linked together should be extra careful and stay close. For the tanks in this phase, Arcane Slash happens twice, 7 seconds apart. The first tank should get hit by both of these. Phase 3 is the Caretaker. This phase only lasts 12-ish seconds and has Trilliax immobilized and won't attack any player directly. There are succulent feasts around the room which put a 3 million damage absorption shield on anyone who runs through one of them. They are consumed once run over. Trilliax will spawn 5 scrubbers which scrub the purple puddles from the ground, gaining 20 mana per puddle. Once it reaches 100 mana, it begins to cast Cleansing Destruction, which will explode and do damage to the raid. The player consumed the succulent feasts buff, and anyone with big mitigation should run up to the scrubbers and right click on them to destroy them before they reach 100 mana. Phase 4 brings you back to the Cleaner. Right at the start of the phase, 3 players will have a sterilized debuff on them. This gives you a 5-second warning debuff followed by a 40-second damage debuff that has you pulsate arcane damage around you, so get away from players during the warning debuff. Though, the players with this debuff can drain mana from the scrubbers if they stand near them. This allows the scrubbers to pick up more purple puddles. Any toxic cakes spawned during this phase should be eaten ASAP before scrubber gets to it, empowering it to full mana. Also, Trilliax will do Cleansing Rage if any cakes are up, which will do devastating damage to the raid. For tanks in this phase, he does Arcane Slash twice, 20 seconds apart. A tank who doesn't have the debuff should take both of these.